$40 from Anonymous that says, doctors are pretty cool. I think I agree. $25 from Jew13. Always glad to donate during every GDQ that I can. Keep up the excellent work, everyone. All right, everyone, put your hands together for Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut with JustFlandre.
All right. So, Sonic Adventure DX. We just get started when I say go? All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is going to be Sonic's story. It's a he has the most tech out of all 6 stories, other being Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Gamma, and Big. And we're immediately starting off the Chaos Zero. He's a very easy boss. You just have to stand in certain positions, and he will immediately recover after you jump on top of him. For that one, you were just standing right in front of him. This one, you stand in his puddle. You'll recover. And this, he's going to jump on the top pole. You just go over here. He will jump right back down. And he's done. Easy boss. And now I'm just going to go through Emerald Coast. It's kind of a linear stage, but that's going to give me time to talk about the game itself. So this game, when it was originally on the Sega Dreamcast, it had different kind of collision and some things like textures. And the game itself was kind of, when it was ported, the collision itself wasn't ported perfectly. And that kind of caused a fair amount of new skips that you can do for the game. And you'll see me going through a lot of areas to where I can just flip right through instead of having to go through other areas. Should have to take a linear route. And you may notice I'm spin dashing exponentially fast. That's because the spin dash button is mapped to 2 buttons, the X button and the B button. If you mash both simultaneously, you can just gain double the speed, and you can just keep doing it continuously, and you gain a lot of speed out of that. Yeah, this stage is pretty linear. There's just a few skips I'm doing around, but once we get out of Emerald Coast, I'm going to be getting the Crystal Ring. And the Crystal Ring is an upgrade that would typically charge a Lightspeed dash meter faster instead of having to wait. But not only does it do that, it also actually makes Sonic go a little faster. And so if we get out of the way now, we can save ourselves a lot of time throughout the rest of the run. And I'm going to be getting the Crystal Ring by showing off a clip by going through the pool wall, and then I would just end up in the elevator to get that Crystal Ring. So I'm going to switch to free camera here because there's some sections in this game where the camera kind of just wants to do its own thing. Give me a second. Come on. There we go. Ah! Oh, no. I hate when that happens. There we go. For real this time, I swear. And they will Crystal Ring. And now we're going to be doing another skip to go to the casino early. And you just kind of just jam yourself into the with the wall of the spin dash, and then you can go to the casino. So, who likes pinball? Who likes playing a nice long game of pinball, collecting rings, collecting 400 rings to get to the end of the stage? Do you? Well, I don't. I'm just going to go through this wall instead. Early spin dash. So yeah, initially for this stage, you want to collect 400 rings through the pinball machines, and then deposit into the vault to get the Chaos Emerald. But instead, you can just spin dash up that. You might be thinking, well, now you're stuck, dummy. No, I'm not. I can just spin dash up these stairs. And there you go. Back out. And now we're going to go to Egg Hornet, the second boss. And he's actually a very easy boss. And Draco, if you want to explain the boss for them, you can.
Yeah, sure. Egg Hornet, like Flandre said, is a fairly simple affair. For the first approximately 20 seconds of the fight, you're really just waiting around for him to open himself up to be able to be attacked. do need to avoid some missile volleys like this. I think there's a little bit of RNG involved with his movement, but when he attacks right here, you want to get fairly close to him to shorten his travel path, and then by mashing the attack button like this, you can just keep him locked down for a one-cycle fight. As long as you keep attacking him, he doesn't actually lift off the ground.
And now I'm going to mash this cutscene and hope the game doesn't crash, because this game can actually crash if you spam that cutscene too fast. Weird crash. I can't really explain why it does that. It just decides, well, no.
It's a Sonic game.
It's a Sonic game, yeah, essentially just that. And now we're going to go into Windy Valley by throwing this one stone into there, switch to auto camera, and when I started off, I'm going to be taking a path that Sonic's not typically supposed to take. It's used for another character, E102 Gamma. And pretty much we take it because you don't have to go through like a wind turbine and then a trampoline, and it's all slow. So you can just spin dash through that, go through this. And this is pretty much Gamma's section, and he would have objects there, but they're not loaded for Sonic. And now we're in a tornado because, you know, convenience. And I'm going to hold down here because then I'll immediately end up on this spring right here. And then I'm going to spin dash on this jump panel, because when you do that, when I let the jump panel's like animation finish, I can just do a homing attack on that, and I can just land right onto the spring. And I'm pausing right there because Sonic has more when you transition out, you're like in the sky for a bit, and Sonic's kind of just taking a while to fall, so you can just reset the stage and you can pretty much save yourself there a few seconds. The rest of the stage is kind of linear except for the very end, which will be in like a few seconds, because I kind of just do a nice little leap of faith, and you don't see the stage for a while, but then it's like, oh, look, there's a little, you know, foothold for Sonic to be on. You can read probably one donation until we get to that, though.
All right. Let's see here. We got $25 from Gilded Dragon. Another day, another donation. I woke up specifically to catch the Sonic block, one of my all-time favorite segments. I can't wait to see those fast games go even faster. Good luck to all the runners, especially JustFlandre.
And there's the Emerald. Hi, Tails. How you doing, buddy? You're in my shot. And now we're going to go get the Lightspeed shoes in the sewers. And then right when we do that, we're going to go right to the casino. And initially, you're supposed to do Casanopolis after you finish Windy Valley and get the Lightspeed shoes. But since I already finished Casanopolis, it's just going to transition immediately into a cutscene instead.
Yeah, a weird thing about how this game generally progresses is that you, as you're seeing, you can really choose where to go to a certain extent, but certain game events will not play and certain loading zones will not be available until you've triggered certain flags in the game, essentially.
Yeah. Because there are some instances where you can enter some stages early and some cutscenes are playing, but eventually it's just going to stop you and you'll just get soft-locked. I should also point out that the route I'm taking is called Task Route, which is the route the TES uses, as opposed to two different routes, which is the linear route and the glitch route. Linear route is basically, you know, the stage-to-stage, the normal route. And then there's glitch route, where you're doing a thing called time trial glitch. And time trial glitch in this game is basically where if you enter some stages early and then enter the first two stages, some stages in the time trial selection will be unlocked, and you're able to play through those even though you haven't unlocked the stages yet. And then through when you go back to the story mode, you can enter that stage and exit back out, and it says, okay, you already beat the stage. But I don't like going for that route because it is actually kind of slow, and you do have to deliberately die in one segment just to continue the story, and it's kind of dumb in my opinion. But some people like it. It's all preference. And I'm going to go through Ice Cap, and I'm pretty much going to do a skip on every act here. This one, I'm just going to do a spin dash up this instead of having to go through a little cave to get inside. Spin dash too much. And now I'm going to do a clip to where I immediately just take a right turn, and just go right through the store.
Clean.
Collision is good. And now I'm going to do another very long leap of faith here. You can kind of just like
Come on, game.
Run yourself through this wall. And he will just immediately clip through. And hey, look, I'm falling. You might be wondering, well, that's dumb. You're literally just falling now forever. But no, actually, this stage wraps around completely. And with a certain angle, I will literally find myself right to the end of the stage.
And it is considerably faster than just taking the snowboarding section.
Oh, it's most definitely faster, like a good 30 or 40 seconds. Maybe more.
There are some kill planes that he needs to avoid here, so
yeah,
he is falling into a void, but he's taking a specific path.
Yeah, I'm like slowly turning myself left and right so that I don't hit the kill plane. And oh, hey, look, a stage. I guess we should have played through that instead of just falling through it. But, you know, fast.
This game also has a good soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. You literally miss the best song in the game when you take the skip, and that really makes me sad.
Gotta love the ambience.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love that 4-second loop wind sound in the background. And that was Ice Cap. All right, and now in a minute, we're going to be fighting Mr. Knuckles, or as everybody on the internet likes to call him, Oh No. Oh no! So feel free to get those Oh No's ready when we get to that. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. No. Give it your best. Oh no.
You can actually hit Knuckles too early there and get a phantom hit where it doesn't de-increment his health meter.
Yeah, like, because he has like a few seconds before you can hit him again. If you hit him again after the last hit, you can just keep like repeatedly hitting him for infinity until you decide, he's had enough probably.
Yeah.
And now KS4 is a really interesting boss to talk about because of the fact that he has this attack where he will just become 4 blue balls around you, and you want to try to avoid that attack, but it's kind of weird to avoid because it's not RNG, but your positioning around him and your distance from it and where you're standing actually matters. Like typically you want to avoid him by standing on lily pads and being like a certain distance away, but not too far away, not too close. He doesn't like he wants his personal space, and I got
there
it.
it is.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
it's difficult to gauge exactly how to prevent that, and this wastes I think 8 seconds every time you get it.
7 or 8 seconds, yeah. It's typically the most common on the second and third hit, and I got it on the third one. But that's all right.
Yeah. Aside from that, though, the fight pretty much follows the same pattern each time, where he's going to use a specific number of swim actions followed by an attack, and he does a certain number of those cycles before surfacing to let you attack him.
Yeah. Luckily, each cycle is consistent, so you don't have to like guess if he's gonna pop up or not. Yeah, KS4 is a boss people just find really annoying because the fact that he's pretty much just an auto-scroller. But something about that auto-scroller is you can lose time from an auto-scroller, which is one of the worst things you would want in your life.
So with 1 blue balls, this is probably going to be like a 143, 144 fight, something like that?
Probably a 146, actually, seeing as the time I am right now.
All right.
144. Well, wait. One more attack. There we go, 146. And now I can play with Knuckles. Oh no! All right, Sky Chase. I don't really want to deal with this, so I'm just gonna. What? Wait. Is this the Sonic block or the Star Fox block? What happened? All right, well. Playing Star Fox, might as well play some Star Fox. Unfortunately, I cannot do a barrel roller here, though. Now, Sky Chase itself is a really interesting... Oh, hello, selfie. Caught me off guard with that selfie there. Sky Chase is essentially exactly what you see in auto-scroller, and the fun thing about this kind of auto-scroller is if you were to just position yourself on the top right of the screen, I don't have to play at all. I can just let the game do itself. But, you know, people actually came here for gameplay, so might as well do as much entertainment as I can. And fun thing about these little spike ball launchers, they actually can vary your score based on how you hit them and how often you hit them. But it's really inconsistent. But the sad thing about it is, no matter what I'm doing here, it doesn't actually change the time you'd get at the end of the stage, which is kind of upsetting because I kind of want to, you know, just destroy things and then just continue. But, you know, we got to have linearity somewhere in the game. But yeah, with the rest of this, it's probably a good time for maybe 2 or 3 more donations.
Excellent. All right. We have $5 from McMike0399. Really happy as an SADX speedrunner to see Flandre showing this amazing game. Good luck. $25 from JustFlandre Radio 230. Hey, Flanders. We're all in Discord cheering you on. Good luck, Bob. $25 from Halo that says, I have an odd hankering for some chili dogs right about now.
Not a great score. You typically get around like 14,000, 15,000, but I didn't really do anything for the first, you know, minute, so that kind of makes sense. Also, if you had noticed, I did spinning around because you can lock onto things multiple times, and when you mash A again, you can actually gain more points out of that. And now Eggman's gonna have a little fun with his own ship. Get the cannon ready. Fire! Maybe they should do something about that. No?
They had the entire sky to choose from, and they chose that one spot.
Sonic, why were you saying yeah, whoa when you fell? Are you happy that you're falling? And now we're going to do the best thing ever. You see Amy?
Sonic, wait up!
It's too bad we don't like Amy. We're just going to run away from her. Up.
She's hard to get away from.
Yeah. She's inside us deeply. Anyways, now Twinkle Park. Oh man, she found us. Twinkle Park has a really interesting set of skips. We're gonna take the little cart section. Good thing he hit me, because then if you just go on without him hitting you, he would just keep following you until the end of this, and it gets very annoying because I want to keep my ring count around this much, because your ring count actually changes the speed of your cart. Also, yeah, that is cart skip. You want to get around 20 to 40 rings, because every 10 rings your cart will speed up. And I'm going to try to get rings as much as I can up to the max so I can get to the end faster. But yeah, if you lose your rings, it's kind of annoying, because then you're just going slow. And fun thing, after that track skip, if I had hit those monkeys, which are the kikis, I would lose my rings. And on that jump panel, if you lose your rings and you have under 10 rings on the jump pad, you will actually fall. Despite the fact it's supposed to be a linear path and you're not actually doing anything different. The game just thinks, well, you're not fast enough because you're not having rings. We're just going to make you fall. Like, all right, well, thanks again. Yeah, this is a fairly clean Twinkle Park so far. I'm going to try to do another track skip here called, which is Castle Skip, where I'm skipping a roller coaster section. Wait, did I say Castle Skip? I'm Coaster Skip.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
we got it, and we're not done yet. Yep.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I want to get a kind of precise spin dash jump up this. Ah, just barely. I was too low. There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
That entire sequence is a good deal more difficult than it looks.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
If I had not taken that skip, I would have gotten maybe like a 145, and that would have been like a good 20-second time save. But instead, I kind of messed that last skip up a little bit, so I lost a lot of time. That's kind of too bad. Also, initially, you're supposed to be taking like a little card to go into one section to Speed Highway, but instead, I kind of just want to go to City Hall instead, which is actually just Knuckles' section of the stage. And now this stage actually has a pretty interesting skip, because you can just jump onto these buildings. They actually have things up here for you, nice little one-ups, but they didn't realize that you can literally just spin dash off of it and end up like skipping over half of the stage.
Spin dash hovering is just so broken.
Oh yeah, spin dash hovering is a thing where if you hold the spin dash, then you hold A and then let go of that spin dash, you actually have 60 frames to be up in the air a little bit before you start descending.
Yeah, it basically applies the hover type effect that jumping gives you without actually having to use the action of a jump. So you're able to use it with the extreme forward momentum of a spin dash, and it gives you a lot more airtime and distance.
Also, I got that speed juice because it is actually true that getting those speed juice is faster than going down this. A lot of people don't really believe that. Also, wow, I managed to go through all those caution plates without actually getting hit, because sometimes they will just hit you, or you just get bunced. It's kind of weird. And also, I'm going to take this nice skip over here because, you know, one-sided collision is everybody's best friend. And yeah, we're done. Sub 110, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Very solid.
And now when I get to back to the city, I'm going to go through the train station instead of having to go through the hotel to get to the train station. And by just applying myself here a little bit, and there we go. And we got through the trigger there.
Oh man, where can
That saves a good 4 to 5 seconds to have to go all the way up to the hotel and then enter back out to the train station. Yeah. And now we're going to go get the Ancient Light, which is something we will never really use anywhere else besides one more boss in the game. And you kind of just need to get it just to get it. Also, I'm going to switch to, I'm on auto camera.
It is required to progress at this point as well, though,
Yeah.
because the loading zone for Red Mountain doesn't actually exist until the enemy guarding the gate is destroyed. And you need the Ancient Light to destroy this thing.
Yeah, you can actually get over this wall without having to destroy the Kiki, but there's just no stage, there's no load there. And now Red Mountain is another stage that actually has a fair amount of skips. I'm going to try to do Act 1 kind of safe because there are a few skips that can be kind of dangerous. Okay, I didn't want to use that spring, but sure game.
It's safe. It's fine.
And that thing just, does that to Sonic. And now let's go ziplining for a few seconds. All right, that was exciting. And now I'm going to do another spin dash over up here, jump up to this mountain, and then do a little spin dash jump over here to get up on this. Oh, and hey, look, Act 2.
And there's quite a bit of Act 2 to be skipped as well by using either some of the rocks around here or these tilting platforms, which you can use to get a slope jump.
Yeah, typically you want to go, you'd be like going around the perimeter of the stage like 3 times, and then you finally start like ascending up with the lava rising, or you can just use that plate and just like get an angle and just spin dash jump over it up on the top. All right, 103. That could have been a sub 1 if I hadn't hit that spring in Act 1.
And more of this now.
Oh yeah, more everyone's favorite Star Fox game is Sonic Adventure, right? What do you mean, no? I really wish I could do a barrel roll here. That would actually make the gameplay at least slightly better for this. But yeah, you kind of just keep waiting more, shoot more things. They have kind of more projectiles. And the fun little thing about the stage is the song itself will like transition out in the original files, and you just hear it loop again. Like a lot of, because of the other versions of the game, it just loops itself normally. But no, because of this version on the Windows computer, if it is in .wma file, which is a generic Windows music file, and the song just ends itself once you get near the end of the stage, and it's just hilarious. Unfortunately, I patched it out because I'm a grumpy old man. Yeah, you can shoot things here though from a really far distance, which is kind of hilarious. And the score attacks on these are actually really interesting, because none of the planes are like RNG. Like everything here is pretty much consistent. Even the spike ball here's, like here, these are actually consistent. At least if you don't shoot them for a while. And I think the world record for this score is like 40,000 or something. It's actually really impressive.
Are we able to get a few donations?
Oh yeah, you can get a few more donations.
All right, we have a lot of a lot in a certain vein. $5 from Knuckles178 that says, "Oh no."
Oh no.
We have $25 from Alex Neal that says, "Oh no."
Oh no.
Actually, you know what? That's all we have that are oh no's.
I mean, if
two is a lot.
you gotta have some creativity, guys. Come on.
Let's see here. We have $25 from Emma Cooney that says, "Something bugging you, Flandre?" I hope you and the rest of the Sonic runners have fun and good luck on all the runs. Always a joy to help out with a good cause.
Something bugging you. It's actually a good reference because there's some like cutscenes in this game where they don't properly have their like angle for their animations, and there's just one frame of Sonic where his mouth is just wide open, where he just goes, "Something bugging you," and it just looks so intimidatingly and like hilarious at the same time. It's kind of weird. Anyways, we're almost at the end of this Sky Chase, and the funny thing about this is this actually does have like a little mini boss at the end. So even though you're going through about 2.5 minutes of side scroller, you can still lose time from said side scroller. It's kind of neat and annoying. You kind of just have to aim yourself in the center, but sometimes your target isn't accurate, and you can actually miss the center. And now we're just gonna fly out for a second, even though I think that's just it, moving you manually, and target those. I don't think you actually need to target those, but you know, points. I got hit, so that must mean that I kind of missed the target for a small bit. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, that was Sky Chase. I hope you enjoyed that stage as much as I did.
Wow, this thing is
Wow.
Don't get too many.
All right, now we're just gonna have a little fun, little transformation here, and also watch this. If I pause the game, yeah, the ship's just gone. I don't know where it went. Oh wow, it's changed shape. I gotta be careful here because if I spin dash too early, I can enter too early. Oh, that felt early. Actually, no, I think I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, if you enter that stage, but you can get a little few frame window to spin dash through that entrance before the cutscene finishes. And if you do it too early, you will soft lock. And I mean, like, the save file itself is corrupted. And it is not fun. What's funny about that is Skyjack is also a stage itself where it has its own little soft lock. Where at the end of the stage, I'm going to do a little skip of the capsule as the gravity's changing. And if I hit the wall in an angle, I will literally have to soft reset the game. And not only with the stage, in Act 2, there's a very random crash that happens. And I literally only got it once this week after running this game for 11 years. Which is kind of crazy. So let's just pray that I don't get it. Oh! I thought the collision was going to be on my side there, but then I remember, oh yeah, Sonic game.
Collision in a Sonic game?
I know, they wanted it like to be a thing, but they were like, nah. All right, thank you, Win, for doing it for me. And now I'm going to try to get this cannon in one cycle, because it's going to want to move around. That doesn't look safe.
That looks good. Yeah,
Ooh.
nice.
Ah, there's a one-frame trick where if I had done a spin dash right into Act 3, I would end up right over here instead of having to take that path going up. And here's that one little capsule trick. Oh, nope, not taking that. Let's try that again. Up.
Oh.
Ah.
At least it doesn't risk the soft lock now.
Oh, yeah. There is a better chance that I would have soft locked if I had done it. In that angle, anyway. Yeah, 136. Oh, well. And now let's pray I didn't get the save file corruption. Oh, no, I did. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Don't worry. I can save this. I got this. I have a backup save file already set. Fitting, guys, fitting. Thank God I put that in because I actually have not gotten that in like a couple years now. Here's how it should have went. There we go. You guys needed to see Sonic fall, I swear. Yeah, but what would have caused this soft lock is this jump panel wouldn't have been there to like bring you up. And now another great boss, which is basically Oh No 2.
The beeping doesn't really roll off the tongue like,
I mean,
oh no.
Oh No kind of does as much as a if you just try hard enough. Also, hey, I got that skip. You can actually skip a little cutscene by just entering early. Oh, I don't have the crystal ring in this save file. Oh, well. Anyways, there you go. Okay, well, guess we'll do this. Oh, really? There we go. Yeah, you don't actually need to use the light dash for that. And now I'm using my light dash particles to hit the button under the chair, which is actually saved a few seconds.
The crystal ring would be convenient for the next boss coming up as well, Chaos 6, since it's a fight where you preferably do want to charge up the light speed attack since it deals double damage to Chaos.
Yeah.
And since the crystal ring halves the charge time, it does make the fight considerably faster.
Yeah. That's all right, though. Also, I never actually did mention this, but you may notice that some voice clips aren't playing rather than others. It's because some voice clips in this version of the game for the PC Windows, it actually causes the game to stutter when they overlap each other. So I took out certain ones that don't cause that stutter because you can actually miss some cycles in some bosses like Egg Viper and Egg Hornet.
Yeah, like when it was doing the mashing in Egg Hornet, it can actually cause input drops, so you can miss a homing attack input because of it.
Because that stutter still has his vulnerability frames going through, and you can actually miss the cycle because of that. Anyways, Lost World. Remember Sonic Lost World? Well, this is just the stage itself, not the game. And the Lost World actually has a few really cool skips. I'm going to try to do a snake skip. I don't like snake skip, but I'm going to go for it because marathons are fun. And this fire pit of RNG. Oh, thank you, RNG. I love you. Wow. I was scared when I saw I didn't have rings, but oh well.
Yeah, this flame corridor is pretty much the only spot in the entire run that has extensive RNG, and it just managed to do it right there.
You can't have marathon without RNG. Anyways, we're going to go through this snake section here. Going to get that checkpoint in case I end up dying. Oh, I had it. Now I'm going to go for one more just because I felt good on that one. Hey, I got it. And can I get this? Okay, what I just did there is called pause phasing, where if you pause and right in front of certain objects, and then unpause, it actually has a few frames where those objects aren't technically loaded, so you can just go right through them. And also, this room should be very dark, but I skipped a certain area to where the darkness really shows, so you just see full lightness. It's actually pretty neat, because at least on the other version of this game, like Dreamcast and GameCube, those rooms are very dark, and it is very hard to see where you're going. And now we're just going to pull a little Indiana Jones here, though, and do a little boulder section. And remember the gun truck from SA2? Well, this is his younger brother, Clyde. He's just a rock.
This thing rubber bands a lot harder than the truck
yeah.
in SA2, though.
Like,
it's actually very easy for that thing to catch you accidentally.
Yeah, see that checkpoint I just got? If you reset the stage here, and then you went back a bit, you will literally see that thing just fly past, like, right through, and you can just immediately die. It's like one of the funniest rubber bandings I've ever seen. And that was Lost World.
Yeah, Lost World is honestly a very difficult stage.
Oh
so,
yeah, that is definitely my choke stage. The music, for some reason itself, actually makes me feel like I'm going to lose a run, and it kind of saddens me. And we're just going to the past for a bit, just to call and say hi, and now we're back here.
And this is actually the final stage of the run coming up. Just
yeah,
now.
this puzzle here is the hardest part of the game. I swear, it's very difficult. Oh my God, we got it!
There you go.
Yes! Oh,
I can't believe
oh my
it.
God, that was difficult. Anyways, yeah, Final Leg is a very linear stage, except for, well, no, Act 1 is linear, but Act 2 and 3 have some of the biggest skips in the game, and it's pretty much another thing where Sonic Adventure DX is a good port, because when they ported this game to DX, Act 2 of Final Leg was supposed to have like an invisible wall block you, but since they forgot to put that on DX, yeah.
You say that, but you're forgetting that Dreamcast has an even bigger skip in this stage.
Oh yeah, because on the Dreamcast version, there is literally just a capsule right at the beginning of the stage. It's just up in the sky. Oh well. There's a few frame window there where I could just like pause and like save myself by just jump canceling. Ooh, I got that skip. Nice.
Oh, nice.
That saves a few seconds itself. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn a little bit. Oh hey, look, a stage.
On this PC version, there is a setting you can use, like in the mod loader. I think it's called fog emulation.
Yeah, fog emulation.
That lets you see where you're going, but clearly SGDQ2018 prefers to play without it.
Yeah, I'm a cool boy. I don't like using cheat sheets.
Final boss time.
Oh yeah, Egg Viper. Remember Chaos 4? Well, he's kind of like that, except he's actually a little bit more fun because you get to dodge more projectiles. Also, Eggman went to the School of Stormtroopers, so all of his bullets are not going to hit me at all.
There's thankfully not really any RNG in this fight either, not like there is in Chaos 4 at least. These hits are surprisingly precise to get though. These spin dash jumps into his weak spot.
Oh yeah, they can be annoying.
Like any slight deviance in angle can cause you to miss entirely and can cause a death. And dying at the end of this fight can potentially be catastrophic because this fight is like up to 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
You really don't want to die near the end of this fight.
There was a time though where I actually did the boss normally, and the very last hit, you want to be careful you don't hit him too early, because he will make you fall off the stage. And there was a time where I did do it normally, but the stage still made me fall off, because I think my homing attack was still locked onto him as he was falling off, and I lost a run because of that. It was very sad, but it was also hilarious, so I could not even be mad at it. Also, I want to hit him quick enough, because initially after the second hit, he's trying to like make his tail for you to homing attack to him, but you can do it quick enough to where you can just hit him before he extends his tail. Sorry, Eggman. I don't want to see you just walk around the whole time, so I'm just going to go in front of you. Nice.
That was pretty much a perfect hit right there.
Yeah, that was a perfect hit.
If the camera doesn't invert, I think that means it's a perfect hit.
Mm-hmm. Also, now here's an attack that's different where he's going to use his cylinders.
These are annoying.
They can be pretty annoying, yeah.
The hitboxes can be very, very odd.
Also, yeah, what he said. All the systems. Oh yeah, I'm getting a load of this, by the way.
He's not gonna get away with this.
I'm gonna get away with this, don't worry.
This last hit, though, he's going to take considerably more safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wait for a few seconds. Because I want to make sure I'm on the foothold first.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Time is coming up. It's going to be when the explosion happens after Eggman falls into the pit.
Yeah, the timer on the top left is going to stop, and yeah, basically when the explosion happens, that's when it's going to be done. Oh no, he did nothing to us.
And
time. I'll play with you some other time.
33-32.
Oh, that's not bad. With what happened and the soft lock, that's actually not that bad. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
All right, and I think if I want to just end it up, can I just do a quick game crash real quick, just to have a little fun for the kiddos?
Select a fight.
And it's even with everyone's favorite character,
Select your
Big the Cat. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is basically I'm going to be throwing my rod out at the same time where I'm falling, and if you do that at the same time, the game doesn't really know what to do for you, and see the game will just crash. So I'm just going to fall down this area, aim my rod, wait for him to fall up the stage, and then death. Game crash. I like the console version of that more, where since it's like console, it just doesn't really just stop the audio, so it just goes, wah. But yeah, that was Sonic Adventure DX.
Select your phone. Select your phone.
Thank you so much, JustFlandre, for that amazing Sonic DX run. Join us in a little bit. We'll be back with an interview with Mike89 for Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles runs. Just give us a little bit. In the meantime, I got a lot of stuff to get through, so let's get to it. Got $25 from Sarissa Senshi that says, "Gotta go fast." $20 from Nimputs that says, "Cat boo." $25 from Porky Mouth that says, "Been watching GDQ for 4 years now. Very happy to donate during the Sonic block, even though I'm not able to watch it. Thanks to all the GDQ staff for all you do, and good luck to the runners. Gotta go fast." $250 from BlitzAce1981 that says, "Must maneuver rapidly." No, wait. "Please proceed swiftly." Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. $25 from the Ultimo that says, "As someone who QA'd this game with Sega on the Dreamcast, I'm shocked at how much this game is broken. Thank you for showing it off." $25 from Anonymous that says, "Had to donate during the Sonic block. The definition of going fast. Big shout out to all the runners and organizers for the amazing work you do. Let's go." All right, everyone, join us over for Mike89 and Spike Vegeta for their interview.
What a great way to kick off the Sonic block here Tuesday night at Summer Games Done Quick 2018. What's up, everyone? I'm Spike Vegeta. You just watched Sonic Adventure DX, and now we got 3 more awesome Sonic games, and they're all in some way going to involve this idiot right here. We got Mike89. I was like, Mike89 SDA. We got the Twitch. It's whatever. It's whichever. How you doing, man?
Really good. It's so great to be back. It's been a long time.
It really has. I call you an idiot. It's probably because I love you, dude. I'm so happy that you were finally back in a GDQ. The last time you were here was AGDQ 2013.
Certainly was.
That's a long time, man. It was, that at that point I was talking to Peaches about it in our interview earlier today, where we were in bunk beds, we were at the 4-H center, and I was getting to the point I thought, Mike's never going to come back to one of these. Was there a point where you thought you were never going to come back to it?
Honestly, yeah, there were situations where I thought, maybe I'm not up to the mark anymore. Maybe, the money's not going to work out again all the time. And thankfully, things lined up for me this time, so I could come back and have one more shot at it.
We're certainly happy to have you here. What What is it like? I mean, the last time you were here, I think there was like 100 or so people at this event. Now there's 2,200 or so of us. Is a bit of a shock right now to you?
I can't remember who I mentioned it to, but I was in the practice room yesterday and I was saying there was probably a TV in there for every person that was at.
We all got our own private TV. It was awesome.
Exactly.
So I want to talk a little bit about Sonic speedrunning, because that is what I feel like I wouldn't be rude to say you have dedicated a percentage of your life to being really good at Sonic speedrunning and leaving your mark on it. And I'm going to actually kick it off with a social media question we got right here from Scythen. What's your advice for newer Sonic speedrunners?
So thankfully now there's a lot more information than there used to be. So go and seek it out. Go and seek out the runners, the Sonic Discord. Everyone's really friendly. They'll help you out. And don't get too intimidated by seeing high-level stuff where it's just trick after trick after trick. The nice thing about Sonic games compared to a lot of other speedruns is that because they're stage-oriented, you can do almost what Chubbas calls a choose-your-own-adventure. You can just add things in as you feel comfortable with them and get familiar with them.
Sure. I've always loved about, because you have that IL timer right there, you just get that immediate feedback of, that was stage one of, okay, you got a 21-second time. All right, now let's look and see where did Mike save that time or any top runners.
Yeah, that makes it easy to learn as well. You can just break it down into little chunks.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about each of your runs. First off, you're kicking off with one of my all-time favorite speed games, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Absolute joy to watch, and I would venture to say one of the most competitive speed games of all time. You saw Summoning Salt did his own world record analysis video where you were featured many times.
That was a really fun thing to work with him on. I actually helped him put the script together because, you know, he obviously comes back to the community and says, you know, you guys know the history, help us put it together. And that was a really fun kind of project to go back through and see all of the things that happened over the years, which even I had forgotten some of them.
It's the best speedrun content on YouTube right now, genuinely. Go check out Summoning Salt's videos, Sonic 2 World Record Progression video. You'll find it for a bunch of other games, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, whatnot. But I want to, it's a little bit of a somber story I'm bringing up with Sonic 2, I think specifically here, from the noob we got here on social media. Glitches in Sonic games are fantastic, but have any ruined a PB or world record pace run?
Oh, you better believe they have. So there's a particular one in Sonic 2 in the very last stage. If you defeat the Silver Sonic boss at exactly the wrong time, the game actually doesn't progress you to the final boss. So you just get stuck on this one screen and you either have to, because it happened to me as a kid as well, you either have to wait for 10 minutes to get playing again.
I love how you did this as a kid, dude. You were ahead of the game, man.
Or just decide, you know, that's enough for that session for today and turn it off.
He's going to be doing Sonic 2, guys, right after Sonic Spinball. But then we've got what a lot of people will probably say is one of the best speed games of all time, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. I want to just ask you your opinion, I guess your own analysis of this game as a speed game and what it's been for you over the years.
So I've seen two different sides of it. So when I first started speedrunning it, and I won't say when that was, just to, just to hide my age a little bit. When I first started running it, it was very much, you know, you just play through the stages and you just do that quickly. And now it's almost a completely different game, the way that you actually approach it. So I think there are some people that kind of pine for the old days when it was, you know, you could actually see where you were going kind of thing. But it's different, but it's not better or worse. It's different.
I see you're an advocate for both sides. I've seen you run glitchless of Sonic 3 sometimes, actually.
It just happens when, you know, sometimes I get frustrated with some of the things where, you know, one thing isn't working for me for a particular amount of time. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'll just play it, I guess, at a more leisurely pace. And this is how I'll do it.
And Sonic 3, I think, is such a great speed game because I think no matter which side you go on, by the way, this run will be very glitch-full that he'll be doing today because of your donation dollars, getting it as a bonus game. It's kind of got a lot of, I would say, just razzle-dazzle to it no matter which side you play it on. So definitely looking forward to both of those. Mike, I don't want to get emotional or anything, but I know you have stated on social media very clearly that you're kind of looking to move on to the next step of your life. Maybe you have to leave behind streaming, leave behind speedrunning for a while. I always hope that maybe you can find some free time for it here and there. But I want to ask you, and I'm going to connect it in with this final social media question, from Ash's My Name UK, what run or moment stands out to you as your proudest? And they say as a Sonic speedrunner. I'll open it up to just as a speedrunner in general.
So I think the thing that I've enjoyed most about speedrunning is taking a completely new game without any of the resources available and laying down the groundwork. And other people are probably better at the, spending hours grinding it than I am, but I feel like that's what I contribute sometimes. And the games where I've done that, that's where I feel, I suppose, the most pride, if you like.
Mike, you should have a lot of pride, man. You have left your mark on the speedrunning community. Not going to try to get too emotional here, but you're going to have 2 amazing runs. I'm feeling it, dude. And thank you for
no pressure.
Always a pleasure, my dude. Mike, I'm going to let you get over there. He's actually going to be on the couch because he's the most informed dude of Sonic Spinball here that isn't the runner. So thank you, Mike, for joining me. And now I am going to be joined by the prize man himself, Sent, to talk about all the awesome Sonic prizes we got during this Sonic block.
Prizes, 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 prizes.
Sent, we already did this joke yesterday, dude. It's against terms of service. We can't do it 2 days in a row.
Hey, Spike. What's going on? Want some bagel?
Wait. If I'm here, and you're there,
Yep.
and the audience is in this general vicinity.
Sounds right.
Oh, no! Just...
Well, that was
yeah,
weird.
clap for that. I killed a shark.
Calm down, Spike. It's okay. It's dead. Problem.
Okay.
All right. Well, the good news is I got some great prizes. This shark is not one of them, but you know what? He can hold my bagel. Thanks, shark. So we have a couple of great prizes coming up during this Sonic block where you're going to want to watch all these awesome Sonic runs. From our good friend Count Gooby, we have this lovely little Sonic parlor. I believe this is a $5 donation during Sonic block this afternoon. Just going to put it down here on the table real quick. We also have this very beautiful large Sonic Perler from Spinballs.
I'm about to say that's a Spinball.
This is a Spinball Sonic Perler if you've ever seen one. I've never seen one, but I'm impressed somebody actually made it. It's beautiful. This comes in from our good friend Peach Stone, and it is also through Sonic Block. Wonderful little Perler. Look at the detail on that, Spike. Look at that.
Awesome. I actually played a little Spinball as a kid, so this means something.
I did not.
I'm one of the 12 people who this means something to.
I mean, statistically, someone has to be. Let me just scoot over here for you, Spike, because from our friends at Fangamer and Braveweb, we also have this lovely Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle LP set. So I mean, you get both soundtracks in vinyl. Yes. Vinyl's making a comeback. I didn't believe it 8 years ago when I was in college. You know, my friends had the fedoras and the record players, but I guess it's a thing.
Yeah, absolutely awesome to see all the vinyls we've had over the years, actually, of these. So
oh, yeah, no.
Amazing collector's item.
Most definitely. And speaking of collector's item, Spikes, right here on the table, I actually have something really nice for you. So I got to show the front of the box first because it has this lovely Sonic-themed engraving on it. But now, if we take a look inside, if I open it the right way, that would help.
Yeah, correct. I had to think about it as well.
So inside, we have a wonderful set of Chaos Emeralds.
These are legit.
These are legit, and you know what? They come out. Like, these are not stuck in box at all. They are all beautiful, hand-cut glass Chaos Emeralds. Look at these things. These are so pretty. Can we get a little zoom in on the box there? Let's just here. And these come to us from our good friend Iggy Ziggy, and I believe this is a $25 minimum donation from now until the end of Sonic Block. Guys, you're going to want to get your donations in for these. These are just beautifully handcrafted. And remember, as always, guys, if you want to know what the upcoming prizes, incentives, speedruns, whatever are, you can head over to GamesDoneQuick.com. You can check out the tracker. Watch out for sharks and bagels, but other than that, you'll be fine. Spike, thanks so much for the interview. That was wonderful. Let's throw it back up to the host as we get ready for Zaxxon96's run of Sonic Spinball.
Woo!
Thanks, you two. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2018. We're powered by Twitch. I just want to make a quick announcement. We've reached the grand total 387,275. What does that mean? Well, that means that we've raised $15 million through every event that we've ever done. Thank you all so much for all of your love and support. It's going to an amazing cause. We'll be right back with Spinball in just a few moments. I suppose I have a little bit of time for some donations. We have $25 from Wolfgang. Let's blast through with Sonic Speed. $25 from Rocco Jackal. Need to win those Chaos Emeralds, and I agree 10,000%. $15 from the mysterious GX58. Gotta go fast in the Sonic block, but I don't want it to end.